Here we go. Gonna go live in 5. Oh, I'm excited about this one.
2, 1.
Looks
Following
like it.
fears off the start dish.
Here we go. Gonna get that first
Good.
rocket. Will he say? Nice rocket play. Really, really good.
Really
Palms
nice.
off his rocket launch to Cass, and Cass stacking up on that red as well. Not really sure why, but I guess there's some kind of favoritism towards who gets what. Fears with this drop rail though. Nice work getting one frag straight away, and neutralizers have neutralized the attack of 102.
Yeah, and there's absolutely no guessing who's got the better start. It's 5-2. Neutralizers have got great weapons, and they had that red armor at the start.
Oh, nice save of the battlesuit. Cooler picking up the quad on one side of the map. Battlesuit's still stuck there. It's getting delayed quite significantly, and neutralizers do manage to secure that. But Cassie could get caught out on the bounce pad, but Cooler was really slow in.
Oh wow, nice combination.
Rocket to rail combo.
Yep.
It's probably good defensive work on that doorway. Stopping Cooler getting in. Cook going to go down. Point blank range lightning gun. Rocket going to finish off Cooler as well. No, have to be a shotgun. I don't even get the quad kill count.
This is really...
No, I'm really sad.
No? Well, we're on 4 kills this. And this is, as I was going to say, a huge opportunity now for neutralizers to take early control of most of the map. You can see through the walls from Kaz's point of view that his teammates are at red armor. He's got support down in this lower yellow, and they are really causing havoc at the moment. This is the opportunity, you know, if they play it right, they can take potentially a 20, 30 frag lead.
I think 1
of
and 2
this.
made the right call there. Go all out on a red and just pushed any kind of neutralizers attack on the yellow back.
Cass missing
them,
his
but they're going to
rails.
come out on top again in this red armor, and it's 24-8 on the score. Pretty decent lead starting off. Nice impressive by Cass through that doorway, and they've... Well, I was going to say they've locked down this red now.
That's a really big mistake, I think, by Ickheads to go that aggressive. He's just lost another lightning gun to neutralizers. That's 2 lightning guns they have now.
They're going to keep going aggressive on this red. The defense from neutralizers is incredible. They've really locked it down. I mean, 102 have got nowhere to go. Traditionally, of course, this was 102's probably weakest map.
Yeah, and I really, really like this play from Cass. This is how I love to see DM14 being played aggressively when you get the opportunity. He's not content just to sit at the red armor with his team. Him and his team are all looking
end-to-end
to go on
map
the
domination.
aggressive.
That's the key. If you can get that, you can really dominate on this map. Almost gets caught out by Noctis. Does eventually go down, although it was a messy kill. He's only got 1 rocket left as well. There you go. Quad, oh my god, gets taken out instantly. We've still got that battlesuit on that delay though. Fears rockets up in the air and into the void. 2 quickly eliminated power-ups.
Yeah, maybe a bit hasty with that rocket jump. Obviously hard to read the situation in the heat at the moment, but he did have support from his team. He may have been able to survive on the platform.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising from experienced players like that, that sometimes they do just rashly dive in and make the quickest move they can.
Well, it's been a bit harsh perhaps, but you know, they are still in a comfortable
Kook
position.
with the lightning gun. Only got 3 health. Doesn't want to give it away. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he needs to palm this off. There's no health available in the upper area, so unless he drops down, which he can't survive, but there is that magical 50
Gives it
health.
away anyway. Is he going to be the one left defending this room against the onrush of 102? They're really trying to make their way in. Nice bit of... Oh, sorry, against neutralized, yeah. Moving in with grenade launcher there. Noctis eventually gets taken down.
Really nice rail there by Ickheads, the tightest of angles. I was always impressed when players can
Got
make
to have
those
really
shots.
quick reactions to that kind of thing. Noctis causing trouble. Oh my god, great pummels by Noctis. Kids in all sorts of bother, but look, they're slowly dragging this scoreline back.
Yep, they are. They've really recovered well, as you would expect a team of their level to be able to.
Gotta say, maybe neutralizers would have done better not really going in at red at all there. Retaining a larger frag advantage. Of course, quad is first, and that is in 15 seconds time.
Yeah, the times of the power-ups have moved much closer together now. We saw that delay initially on the first set, but now it's only a 3-second gap.
Here we go, 4 seconds to go. We're still following Ickers. Here we go,
Another
Noctis
nice rail in that position.
with the quad lightning gun, 145 ammo as well. That's a lot of ammo. He's going to catch out the battlesuit, but he helps it survive.
Oh wow, what a rocket! I thought there was no way that Coop could survive that situation, but the perfectly placed rocket onto
Noctis
Noctis
didn't really seem to have
saved
much
him.
team support though. And sometimes it can actually be a disadvantage having lightning gun with quad against Battlesuit, because you're pushing backwards.
Well, yeah, because he didn't push him into the void. He fired for so long that he obviously got pushed onto that back
Cook moving in,
ledge.
takes out Chris, so now maybe the reverse is true of earlier on. Oh my god, great catch by Cass there.
Yeah, really nice counter that was, because as you say, if he was to take over this area and picked up the kill on Kaz, then, you know, would have been a reverse of what we saw at the start of this game.
Kill on Cooler. There's one more 102 player stuck at the back. No, Ikked's coming in behind with that railgun. Dodging rockets. A little bit of a slower pace to the game now than we saw in the first couple of minutes. Both teams are very aggressive on this map, rushing for end to end.
Yeah, they really are. And this is how we used to see probably Poland at the beginning of Quake Live be one of the first teams to really play such an aggressive style on what was traditionally, of course, a very defensive map. You know, thinking back to the days of Unmatched and SK, who would turtle up so much on this map, and it would be common to see a final score of 44-40 rather than at the 6-minute mark. But things are very different since then. I mean, I think part of that is down to how much easier it is to aim now.
What was that game we played? Who was it against? FRS, I think. What was his team called? We played them. Yeah, I think it was XT.
XT.
And we played a really defensive map on this. There we go, quad picks up by Cooler. Rocket launcher trying to survive it out, doesn't manage to. 1 second to go before Battlesuit. Who's going to pick that one? Chris, and it's knocked off again. So many eliminated power-ups so far. Yeah.
Quad is dead as well, isn't it?
But yeah, I was going to say, I think it ended like 70-80 or something. That wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things. So it looks like Neutralizers have got in on this red, which can only mean one thing. 102 are going to rush in and they will want it back.
Well, neither team's going to want to come out on the losing end of this exchange at red, because teams are basically tied now, Dis, and control of the map here is going to be very important.
Really nice comeback so far by 102, bringing this one back. The Neutralizer had a pretty good start to the map.
Well, they had a very solid lead at the start of 15 frags, which certainly earned, but 102 have brought it back
Although I guess
nicely.
it's quite normal on this map that somebody gets a good start, they usually build it up.
As I was saying, you know, both these teams are experts in knowing how to gain frags when in control.
Great grab.
Which is often the difference between good and the lesser teams. It's how efficient they are when in control. And you know, we're seeing examples here of two teams who are certainly
pick up
efficient.
so many frags each. If they get a bit of armor, you know, it's like 2 or 3 or even 4 or 5 frags in a row for some of these players. Here's Kook with the last red armor pickup. He's got a couple of frags out of that one. He's got lightning gun and shotgun. He's not got a massive amount of ammo, so he won't really want to be pushing.
Yeah, he's being disciplined as well. He realises there's no one else in the red armor room from his team and doesn't want to risk losing that position.
Takes out Cass again. He's still low on ammo. He's got to be cautious, building up to this quad spawn as well, and it is first. It's 7 seconds ahead of Battlesuit, which gives it a massive advantage over the second power-up spawn.
Yep, more than enough time to get down to that Battlesuit.
He really needs to grab this one though. Cooler eventually has to pick it up, and he's taken out pretty quick. It wasn't...
Did he take a rocket from his teammate just
Might
before
have
picking
done.
up?
It wasn't the best setup ever. Battlesuit's delayed even further, but it's an easy pick for Cass, and this is a massive advantage to bring that difference back and maybe get in the lead again. Isn't working out that well so far, considering he's run out of ammo. Now he's got to be careful. Cooler with a railgun, although he hasn't got enough health to really risk bringing it out, has he? Oh, Battlesuit goes down. Pretty unfortunate. So aggressive. Ikked's taken out there. Noctis with the rocket launcher. He's run out of ammo now.
Yeah, so even though Neutralizers have a few players at the red, you can't say that it's secure because, as you said, Noctis, no real weapons. Cooler's moving in with a shotgun. Kook behind as well with a rocket launcher.
Frag for frag. It's like an old DM7. Ikked's moving in, lightning gun. Immortal gets the frag though with that shotgun. Only 30 health for him. He's probably soon going to follow in the footsteps of his teammate. That's murdering him with that rail.
Of course, you mentioned how aggressive it is and comparing it to DM7. Remember, this isn't unusual to see an aggressive DM14 in a EuroCup final. Think back to Iron versus Ice Climbers when both those teams played this map so aggressively in the final, which in that era was, not
it's bizarre.
really
I think
the
that was
done
the whole
thing on this
championship where
map.
Iron just brought that game to this map. Remember that against AAA in the semi as well. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Noctis round that corner trying to catch out Cook. He did really well in the end to somehow get the frag even though the grenades caught him off. 12 frags is the difference. Cook trying to escape this one. He would be lucky to do it, but he's managed to steal the red. I have to say lax play from neutralizers there. Quad picked up Immortal, 100 stack, got his teammate going in ahead of him. That's really nice play. Dodges the rail shot, kills Fears as well, gets a couple of frags. Surely going to secure this one out. Really nice rail gun. And his teammates help him secure that battlesuit, and now they've picked it up. They've got a double power-up roaming the map.
This is really dangerous now for neutralizers. Having had such a good start to the map, they're about to really struggle to keep this a
Reigning
close game.
champions. What were this? 3-time champions, isn't it? 102. Now pushing out and showing their champion status. With that power-up play, it was really impressive work. Good rocket there by Cooler, picking up the yellow again. Look, 140-odd armor to his name.
I'll be interested to see if Cooler stays here or whether he comes back to the red, but as I love to see, he's, been told obviously that he can stay
He's
here
in a
and try
slightly
and hold.
dodgy position because that lightning gun's going to be hard to counter with rocket at that distance.
He's playing the position well though. He loved that lightning gun to spawn.
He's been outmaneuvered there.
Yeah, I'd say he did a good job of dealing out some damage though, because they'll have to use the resources in this area now to heal back up, and Cooler was just playing that to see if he could survive in that area and do as much as he could. There's no real loss to his
Any
team
real
if he
delay
died.
on stopping them stacking up quicker is just a massive bonus to 102's play there. Fear's just having to defend this doorway with a rocket launcher. Can't push through and aggress on the red, so it's going to be some easy pickups, and that's a really clean kill by Kook. He can push forward with Immortal. Could have messed up their attack though, really.
That's really damaged them, yeah. They were looking odds-on favourites to win this area over, but
100
that's
damage,
straight rocket.
3 damage.
It was.
There we go, should be an easy pick for neutralizers. They have to defend that doorway maybe a little bit better though.
Yeah, they really need to stop 102 from moving in here because they desperately need some power-ups now. They need to be the team now to take the
There we
quad and
go,
secure
Noctis
battlesuit.
got a nice 100 stack. Oh my god, his teammate getting in his way somehow.
He
Yeah,
did well to
somehow
avoid
didn't
that
take
rail.
either rail shot, and now he's got the rail position, secures out that gun. It looks like it could be another power-up take in a row there then for neutralizers. That's a really good grab, and Fears gets pushed into the void.
That is amazing play by Coop to take out Noctis and then take out the battlesuit as well.
Double power-up kill.
I wish we'd seen it from his point of view, but there was no way to know.
That was a big play in a grand final.
Yeah, it's huge. That could have been the moment that sealed the victory here on map 2.
We are fellow Nickers, and now they'll just want to build on that advantage just gained.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they shift into a more, more cautious playstyle, because they've done well to earn the lead, and it may be coming to the point where they look to maintain rather than build a further lead. We are perhaps seeing that already. There is, even though he's only got 30 health and would be unlikely to push anyway, but we are perhaps seeing they're more cautious now.
It was a pretty
how much
decent
they
defense,
push
did
out.
quite a lot of damage. Fears evaded any damage, but he doesn't really have any advantage anyway. Nice rocket, perfect in fact.
I'm surprised Immortal was so brash to just jump straight through that
Oh
doorway.
my god, that's
And
brilliant
again he
rockets.
goes down. Yeah, you have to say Fizz is doing an excellent job here. He only has to avoid taking damage from a railgun, and wow, there is another good shot through those doorways. We've seen so many of those
20
already.
seconds to a quad. They just need to secure this out now. There are 3 sets of power-ups left. And they've got a pretty good lead. Could do with someone just blocking off that doorway quite close proximity. The lower yellow got taken. Could just hear that one. Could be an attack from below. 3 seconds to go till quad spawns.
I don't think they'll risk pushing.
Here we
I think
go.
they're going to
Nox
look
is
to
going to
ambush.
try and push forward Chrissa. goes in first. Wise.
Yeah, this time couldn't take the quad out, and Noctis is not going to be stopped from getting to
It
the
looks like
battle
102 can really not particularly even challenge this now either. I mean, a stacked quad, defending it. Good damage. Cooler, nice defensive rocket jump up backwards. I think Chris is going to take it safe though. I'm going to switch back to the quad, in fact, though, before it runs down. Oh, it's run out.
Yeah, just run down now. So back to Chrissa with the battle suit. He's causing havoc in the lower
Really nice.
areas. I would hope his team's got control of the red, and we can see through the walls that they might be in control of red, but
This is
hard
their
to be
chance
sure.
to really bring this back now. And it's the perfect time to start it off because you've got the 2 power-ups left. I wonder what they'll do, if they'll just try and push and try and control quad a bit more. I mean, with the massive gap between it.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's not much of a decisive choice here. Chrissa and Piers looking to move out, and yeah, that's totally been thwarted. There's no way they can go down there now. They need someone much more stacked if they want to push that
Much
avenue.
better idea for Chris to back off, stack up, protect that lightning gun he's got. That's going to be key. I mean, if you don't control the lightning gun spawn, you really want to survive with the ones that you already have in your possession. Red armor, a couple of seconds away. Chris is going to grab that one. Here's it spawn. Thank you very much. And suddenly it's a little bit quieter. Chris will want to push. It's going to be difficult though with that rail.
It is going to be difficult, but he also has it in the back of his mind. As you say, he needs to push. He knows he needs to push. There's not that much time left in this game. 21 frags
20
is the
second gap.
difference, and can't let it linger too long. You have to be decisive.
Oh, Ikid's blown himself up there. Chris are going to have to go in with this lightning gun. He's going to push. And is it going to be timed well? It is. They're going to secure this quad. That's excellent timing. Who's going to grab it? Noctis, massive stack. Superstar power-up runner traditionally as well. He's got time to mess around here.
Needs to be careful here. Yeah, you always have to worry in that area whether or not you get bounced into any of the voids. Same
That's
in the
a really
battle
good
suit
attack
area,
by
of course.
Ikids again. Superb work on the quad.
And kill.
Does just grab that battle suit, but didn't manage to do much with it. But that's all 102 need to do. They just need to grab the power-ups, stop neutralizers getting in because they've got the frag advantage.
Yeah, and you have to say, they've done a good job because they are at the disadvantage. As soon as neutralizers take that quad, then you have to always expect that the team that's taking quad now is going to get suit, but Deliberate Murder 102, they've really done a good job of defending it.
Dropping down with this railgun. It's still close enough. They can still do this. It is under 20 frags. It's going to be difficult though. They're going to need a nice run of frags just before the power-ups. The fact that there's a massive split time between the power-ups, that's what gives them this opportunity, I think, Will.
It certainly does, yeah.
But they are going to need to start getting in a strength position to take over this quad again.
Yeah, you're going to be having to look to head towards quad with at least 30 seconds to go or so because, you know, one failed attack on quad at the 30-second mark gives you at least another chance to get back in if you've done damage. You might be able to win the second fight.
Remember, this is a best of 5 and neutralizers are 1-0 up on the map, so this would be to tie it in this series. Reigning champions, 102. 10 seconds to go before quad, still following Fears. Takes out Immortal, good frag. Off the spawn, is he going to take him? No, he's not. Chasing him though, he's going to be nowhere near the quad when it spawns.
Excellent.
And here we go, Cooler, they've secured it out.
Excellent.
I think it was a mistake not putting all 4 people on that quad.
Certainly looking that way. Big chance here for Kuro just to see this game out.
Does get taken out.
Well, that's a glimmer of hope, but, well, there we go. Pavel, he takes that final battle suit into the void, and it's not going to matter. His team has 16 frag lead, and there's no way to lose the game from here.
Interesting.
Excellent.
And I would have to say this, in the time that we haven't been watching Quake Live, TDM, I would have to say that 102 have quite noticeably improved
Yeah,
on
they
this
have,
map.
quite significantly. Perhaps to the detriment of their Hidden Fortress form, having lost that map.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I actually think both teams, I mean, realistically, haven't made any... Like, I'm so used to watching games where teams make just tons of errors, but I wouldn't say there's been that many errors. It's,
No, there hasn't. And there's been a lot of good play rather than just purely errors from one team costing themselves a
really
game.
nice play.
Blue wins.
But you can see, I didn't bring up the stats mid-game, but quite a difference in armor pickups.
What was
I'm actually
it?
surprised seeing that afterwards. It's 17 reds and 34 yellows to the neutralizers, but 26 reds, so more reds, and 51 yellows, so a lot more yellows for deliberate murder
Very interesting.
as well. So I'm kind of surprised. I didn't really feel that throughout the game.
No, I wouldn't say we know. I thought the reds were fairly even. I mean, they weren't massively off, but the yellow seems quite significant.